Let me offer my pranams to all of you. Basveshwara was a great saint. He loved God more than the world. And he says, there is nothing, only God everywhere. Yatyatra nodidadattatta nine deva. Sakala vistarada ruha nine deva. Kudala sangama deva. Only two lines. He says, wherever I look, there I find your present soul, God. Wherever I look, in the east, in the west, in the north or south, up or down, what is there? What do I see? I see only you, nothing else. Then what about these trees? What about these flowers? What about the sun and stars? He says, they are different forms of God. They are different forms of God. God has become a flower for our eyes to see. God has become fruits, very sweet fruits, for our tongue to taste. That is what God has done. What else there can be apart from God? He says, he asks, Yatyatta nodidadattatta nine deva. I see only you in all objects, in all the directions. Who are these people? They are not different from the divine being. What is there in your body? Earth is there, isn't it? Water is there, light is there, sky is there. And who is God? God is whatever is there in the world. He is God. Therefore, in you, in your body, there is nothing but God in the form of the body, in the form of your mind, in the form of your thoughts and feelings. He is there, man. Yatyatta nodidadattatta. There is not an inch of land where there is no presence of God. Just see it. This world is manifestation of the divine reality. Manifestation means a God has taken the form of all these things, and we are here to enjoy the divine presence everywhere. What do the great poets see? Just think of it. What do they see? Wordsworth, a great poet, says, whenever I look at the flowers, daffodils, for example, very beautiful flowers, and the wind is blowing, flowers are dancing. Wind is blowing, flowers are dancing. Very wonderful. What a wonderful beauty it is. And I see God in the form of this beauty, isn't it? Wind is blowing. Wind is blowing. Flowers are dancing. Just to see how he describes it. We have seen so many times wind blowing, flowers dancing, but we never saw there the presence of the divine beauty. This is what is happening in the world. Wordsworth say, we have to change our way of looking at the world. This world is not mine, not yours. This world is simply just to see the divine. And wherever you look, there is the beauty. Here is a beauty, here is a beauty. What do you see here? We think it is a flower. He says there is only beauty. Here are flowers, they are different, but beauty is there, it is the same. Your mind is beautiful. Now, at this moment, your mind is very beautiful because there are no bad thoughts, no desires of any kind. It is calm and quiet. Very wonderful, isn't it? Calm and quiet. And this calmness itself is God. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti itself is God. And we have to experience this Shanti, silence, as God Himself. What else is there? Just to think of it, silence, silence, nothing. If I say a word, if that word does not is not to your liking, then what do you say? The word is bad. If I describe you, praise you, admire you, then what do you say? That those words are very beautiful. And Basveshwara says, every word is beautiful. Every word. For example, darkness. We think it is very bad word. Dark. Light, very beautiful word. And Wordsworth says, there is a beauty in darkness. Very wonderful, isn't it? There is so much beauty in darkness because it is only in darkness that the sky reveals itself. In the daytime you can't see the twinkling stars in the sky. But in the night look into the sky, firmament. What do you say? Wonderful stars, twinkling. All kinds of stars, small, big, of this color, of that color. Very wonderful world it is. Man, don't say darkness is dark. It is the darkness that reveals the wonderful beauty of the divine reality. Isn't it? We have to come out of our house and look into the sky in the night. How they twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Little stars, but how beautifully they twinkle. Wonderful, isn't it? What is there? There is beauty in twinkling of the stars. Wonderful beauty. That kind of a beauty we cannot create. In our house, we, what do we do? Paint the night stars. But they don't twinkle. They are beautiful, of course, but they do not twinkle. And if they do not, if they cannot, how can you, O man, feel the presence of the divine reality, which is a light, light, light in the background of darkness? Both are needed. You are young people and your hairs are very dark, black hair, isn't it? Black, you love it. If your face becomes dark, you don't love it. Then you are not the lover of darkness. If you were the lover of darkness, wherever there is a black color, wherever there is darkness, you should love it, enjoy it, wonderful. Isn't it? In the eyes there are iris, isn't it? There are those gold. Isn't it? Look at your eyes. How they are? How are they? Dark, blue dark. Therefore, you enjoy the beauty of the world. Therefore, Basaveshwara, a great saint of the world, who lived about 800 or 900 years before, in this great India, he said, Yatyatta nodidade attatta nine deva. If we have to say, Yatyatta nodidade attatta nine dollar, nine rupee. We see dollars and rupees, and he sees Kodala Sangama. This is the difference. We are also seeing the world. He is also seeing the world. The same eyes I have and he has. But what I see is different from what he sees. He did not go to the Himalayan mountains. He did not try to see God by doing penance. He said, what is the need of it? Every moment when I open my eyes, I see God. Then where is the need of doing penance? Where is the need of doing sadhana? Man, try to see God everywhere. This is not a flower, it is divine flower. What is there in it? The divine beauty. What else is there in the flower? Smell, divine smell, fragrance. Wonderful, isn't it? Just look at it. It is not your creation, man. It is the creation of this nature. It creates every day. Such flowers are created in millions and millions and millions. Every day. You cannot create them. Can you? You can print notes, but you cannot print petals. You can't change the color of the petals. And every day, in all the flower plants, such flowers bloom. And they declare to the world, we are here. Man, look at us. There is only color, beautiful. There is only smell, wonderful. Man, those colors, those that smell, they are different forms of God, Kudala Sangama. Wonderful, isn't it? We need not go in search of a God. God says, why go in search of me? When before you, behind you, inside you, outside you, what do you think there is? I am there. I am there. Enjoy, man, in every object. My presence is there. Just enjoy. Adhyatma means feeling the presence of the divine reality in all the objects of the world. All objects. Yattatta nodidadattatta nine deva sakala vistarada ruha nine deva kudala sangama deva. Only 2 lines. Sakala Vistarada Ruha. Sakala Vistara means the universe. This is called Vistara, the space. And it contains everything. Sakala Vistarada Ruha. What is this space? What is this universe? It has spread in all directions endlessly, boundlessly. Then man, feel his presence here. And what is there? It is the great and eternal manifestation of the divine. It is the manifestation of the divine. Color is there. It is the manifestation of the light. The smell is there. It is the manifestation of the earth. Isn't it? There is a beauty. It is the manifestation of Shivam Sundaram, the divine beauty. Then try to learn to see the divine presence in every object, everywhere, in every form. This is spirituality. This is Adhyatma. This is the Sakshatkara. Wonderful, isn't it? This is Sakshat. Therefore, we admire Basaveshwara very much. Yatyatta nodidadatta. What else is there, man? Sakala vistarada ruha. The beauty of all the things that are there in this great, great universe. Everything is the divine reality. It is a form of it. Close your eyes. What is there? Silence. Nothing is there. Silence. No thoughts, no feelings, nothing. And that silence itself is the divine, invisible form of God. Open your eyes, visible form of God. Close your eyes, invisible form of God. Silence is God, beauty is God. Outside there is a beauty, and inside there is silence. Man, close your eyes, enjoy the presence of the divine in the form of the silence. Open your eyes, enjoy the presence of the divine in the form of colors, in the form of forms. Different forms are there. Wonderful, isn't it? Sakala vistarada ruha. Whatever you see, that is Kudala Sangama Deva. Kudala because everything in the end goes into him. Sangama means God is Sangama, endless, boundless reality. Adbhuta, isn't it? And we are very fortunate because God has given us eyes to enjoy the presence of the divine everywhere in the world. God has given us 2 ears to hear the songs of millions and millions of birds. Wonderful, isn't it? Therefore, we are very fortunate. Very fortunate. These are young, you are elders. And what is to be done by you? Just look into the universe and try to feel the presence of the never-ending existence of the divine reality. Just to see. Grow flower plants and come out of your house in the morning and look at the flowers and think that God has come into my garden for me to see in the form of the beauty. God has come into the form of the, God has come unto me as the beauty of the flower, as a flower itself. It was not yesterday there. It was not there yesterday. In the morning it is there. Wonderful creation, isn't it? You cannot create it. You can't. But the earth can create the flowers. We are very brainy. Brainy means highly intelligent, but we cannot create a flower. We think it is only a soil, earth, soil, nothing is there. But it creates these things. Therefore, Basveshwara says, this earth is a God. Every day, every moment, it is creating something or the other. Wonderful, isn't it? You are just flowers. How beautiful you are. How joyful they are. Where there is a beauty, where there is a joy, there is the divine presence. Smile, God is there. Wonderful, isn't it? Just to say a beautiful word, God is there in the form of that word, and enjoy it, man. Means our whole life is there to experience the presence of the divine. Presence of the divine. Through our eyes, through our ears, through our mind, intelligence, we are equipped with so many instruments of knowledge. And we have to use them and see and feel the presence of the divine beauty. Now here is a calmness. So many of you are here, but no one is making any noise. Calm. Very calm. And experience it. That is meditation. Experience it. Open your eyes. Look into the nature. You forget yourself. In that forgetful state of the mind, you are experiencing the presence of the divine. This is what we learned from the great people of India. They are called seers. Simply, seer means one who sees God everywhere is the seer, a rishi. A rishi means Ruta Darshinaha. They are just seers of truth. Ruta means Satya. They see Satya everywhere. Therefore they said, Sundaram is Satya. Shivam Shanti is Satya. And this Satya is the eternal reality. Very beautiful. Such great saints lived in this country. They may be living in southern India or northern India. That doesn't matter. Light is a light, whether it is in a poor house or in a palace, a light is light. A lamp, isn't it? Very small oil lamp. Lamp is lamp. Put it into a palace, golden palace. Light is light. If there is no light, there is no golden beauty. The light is God, man. Whatever you see is only light, according to the great saints of the world. What do you see here? Light. If I see the flowers, I am seeing just the light reflected from the petals. Therefore, whatever I see is light itself. If there is no light, I can't see anything. Nothing can be seen. Nothing. Wonderful, isn't it? This is how the great saints thought. God is there in falling rain. In the rain, drops are falling, poet is dancing. In the shower, in the rain, enjoying drops falling on his body, cool, very comfortable, very wonderful. Have the experience of it. That is the divine experience, man. Divine experience. This is what the great seers of the world did and do. Those who lived in the past, they did it. Now who are living in this present age, they are enjoying it. Who are saying, who see Satya everywhere, in what form, in whatever is there, in that form. While drinking water, feel the divine bliss. While eating fruit, and think that God is in the form of the sweetness. Very wonderful. And what else can bring that man in this world? If not the divine. Therefore, Vasteshvara says, again I say, Yatyatra Nudivare Attatra Uve in what form? Of beauty, in the form of the coolness of air, in the form of the light that is there in the world. Solar light, moon, lunar light, the starry light. This is what we have to experience in this world. God has given us all these instruments of knowledge. These are the instruments of knowledge. Isn't it? I is there. It is an instrument to have the knowledge of the colors and the forms of the world. Mind is there. And we have to use the eyes and mind and feel that we are enjoying the presence of the divine reality, which is there just another Sakala Vistara Rupa everything I think is universal. These are the words of the Vasteshvara. And don't think that only was Vishwara saved such things. Every saint who came into this world saved the same thing. Wonderful example. Socrates used to say, what is there here? Only truth, truth and truth. Nothing else. Nothing else. And Rwchan said, what is there? He said, there is nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing is something that exists. There is nothing but it. Wonderful is this world, and all the saints that have enjoyed it. We are running after the things of the world. They were just inside the presence of the divine everywhere. This is the difference between they and we. We see something different, and they say something else. They see something else. They see the divine beauty everywhere, divine presence everywhere, divine love everywhere. And we are seeing just what? Money is the money. We have to become millionaires. We have to become billionaires. And these people are billionaires. They have built wonderful palaces. Isn't it? We read in papers and we feel very sad because such things we do not have. But here saints, they say, wonderful is this world. There is no wealth as such. There is only divine beauty everywhere. Man, feel it and think that you are the richest person in the world. Very lucky person in the world. Because God has given us these two eyes to see this world. Think of the people who have no eyes. The whole world becomes. We open our eyes and enjoy the wonderful world that we have around us. For how many years? For 100 years. We are very fortunate. We are lucky. We are blessed. Very, very fortunate. Why? Because we have eyes to see the rich beauty of the divine being.